It's the diagnosis that most parents dread. Your child has attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or ADHD. Today, increasing numbers of parents are facing the prospect of dealing with developmental diagnoses such as ADHD, administering drugs like Ritalin or Adderall, and whether or not they decide to medicate their kids, of helping them manage educational and social expectations. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention found that in 2003, 7.8% of 4 to 17-year-olds had been diagnosed with ADHD. 4 years later, it was 9.5%. In 2011, that number jumped to 11% of school-aged children. There is ongoing debate about what is behind these increasing rates and whether it's simply a matter of overdiagnosis, misdiagnosis, or the global push for academic performance. Joining me to help navigate that debate as part of our series on the science of health is Dr. Deborah Budding. She is a board-certified neuropsychologist who works with children, adolescents, and adults in the greater Los Angeles area. She's co-authored multiple publications emphasizing habit formation and non-conscious subcortical brain contributions to function. She's a supervising faculty member at Harbor UCLA's neuropsychology training program. Welcome to Uprising, Dr. Budding.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks so much for joining us. So let me just jump right into it. There is a school of thought, particularly as you go into the alternative health circles, that ADHD is entirely made up, that it's simply a disorder that doesn't exist, and it's all just society's expectations on kids that kids can't live up to. Is ADHD an actual disorder that needs treatment?
I would say most people who have been diagnosed with ADHD would absolutely say it's very real. But it is a culturally, to some degree, when somebody's diagnosed with it, it's culturally determined. What is a maladaptive behavior, for example? But it's absolutely real.
And so when you say it's a real disorder, what does that actually mean? Because, when you have cancer, you have cancer. When you're pregnant, you're pregnant. There are no two ways about it. But when we talk about neuropsychology, yes, it can be a little fluid.
It can, which I think is one of the things that makes it so difficult. One of the challenges we have in the mental health field is that the DSM, the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual that people use to make these diagnoses, is behavior-based. It's not directly linked to the brain. And so when you're dealing with a neurodevelopmental disorder, my colleagues and I who do, we're called Theory in Practice, we do trainings together. One of the things we talk about is the idea of if water is not coming out of a hose, is the problem at the end of the hose? You're looking at systems. Right. Okay, so there are lots of different ways that a behavior or a set of behaviors happen from a brain perspective and from a body perspective. And it's not like there's one thing that causes ADHD. It's a multi-determined diagnosis, and no two people really who are diagnosed with ADHD are exactly the same either.